Welcome to Technology Paul. I'm here to bring you a review of an e-ink tablet today. I've got the iFLYTEK AINOTE Air 2 with an e-ink display and smart pen. E-ink tablets have exploded in popularity recently because of a few converging factors. Firstly, the improved display technology has resulted in sharper text and images, making it more comfortable for reading and note-taking. Secondly, the long battery life and reduced eye strain compared to traditional backlit screens have made e-ink tablets ideal for extended sessions. The AINOTE 2 is a newer entry into the market, and they've sent me one to review. I'll do my best to provide an accurate and fair analysis of this particular device. I am fascinated by devices like this that have a very focused approach, unlike the do-everything tablets from Apple and Samsung. In today's world of ever-present distractions and apps vying for attention, there's something to be said for a device that does fewer things but does them better. The AINOTE Air 2 is in a competitive market. Notable competitors exist from some big companies. So how does the AINOTE Air 2 stand out? Where does it excel, and where could it be better? Let's dig into these questions. Let's start by looking at the outside of the device. My AINOTE Air 2 has a dark gray finish and a thin metal enclosure. The tablet's body is just 0.2 inches thick and weighs 0.51 pounds. The AINOTE 2 features an 8.2-inch e-ink display with a resolution of 1440 by 1920, which is 292 pixels per inch. As you can see, there is a USB-C charging port at the top of the device for charging the 2600 milliamp hour battery. Also on the top is the power sleep button with a built-in fingerprint reader. On the front of the device, you'll note a speaker that takes the width of the device, and on the right, you'll notice a mark that indicates where you should line up the pen or stylus to be magnetically attached. On the back of the device, you'll see the 5-megapixel camera used for scanning documents and a built-in flash for low light capture. The pen has a somewhat pointed tip, which is user replaceable if desired. It also features an eraser tip on the opposite side for erasing handwritten notes or hand-drawn sketches in the Notes app. About a third of the way up from the pen's tip, there is a customizable button which serves as the Smart Pen feature by default. The Smart Pen feature is used for special actions or searching, which we'll get into. The AINOTE Air 2 lock screen shows an image that prominently highlights the brand. It also features your signature, which you input initially when you set it up. To unlock, you just have to press the sleep-wake button and hold your finger there for it to authenticate you. The interface is straightforward. You can access three main areas immediately: Notes, Schedule, and Reading. Other less prominent buttons include document scanning, email, more apps, and settings. There is also a universal search and a button to open the multitasking interface. Beyond that, you can swipe down from the top right to access the control center. Here you can toggle certain features or settings, such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, airplane mode, and so on. You can even adjust the brightness and the pen brushstrokes. But there are a couple more gestures which can come in handy. On the bottom, you have what's known as the quick bar. For example, if you swipe directly up from the bottom in the middle, that's another way to get into multitasking. If you swipe from the left edge, you can launch the AI chat function. And if you swipe from the right edge, you can write a quick note at any time. And taking notes is really what this device is all about. You can quickly get to jotting down a new note with the pen, which provides a handwriting experience I would describe as quite good. Note-taking is a breeze with the AINOTE Air 2. Just tap Note and start writing. Start with a title and then move down to the notebook. The pen feels good in the hand, and the motion of writing is quite fluid. You don't have to press hard with the pen, and the lines you draw show up right away, so it doesn't feel like there's any lag. If you want to convert your notes to a standard computer format at any point, you can tap the OCR button. This converts your text for easy exporting. There are different page styles or templates you can choose from as well, such as schedules, meeting notes, grid paper, or even fitness planners. When you're finished writing, you can export your notes in a web, Word, or PDF format. However, the easiest way to work with your notes is to use the companion mobile app on your phone. If you set up your account and turn on synchronization, all your notes will be automatically synced to your phone. The mobile app makes it easy to access the notes, though it doesn't appear you can edit them. From here, you can export it as a PDF or as a Word document. You can also share a direct link to the note through the web, which can be convenient for sharing with others. The online sharing link can be passcode protected for additional security. Beyond notes, you can also use the recording function of the AINOTE Air 2. Just click the record button and the tablet will begin recording whatever is happening, whether it's a meeting, a lecture, or something similar. It doesn't just record the audio. It automatically transcribes the recorded speech into text. There is a pause button to pause the recording and a stop button to complete it. You can also add tags to highlight key points later. The radar function, which is the grid-looking graphic at the top, shows roughly where the speaker is in relation to the tablet. This could be useful in meetings where there is more than one speaker. With this recognition of where the speaker is, you get speaker differentiation in the completed transcript. Once you stop recording, you can control its playback by pressing play and using the previous or next sentence buttons. You can also control the playback speed. While recording a session, you can also take notes on the notepad portion of the screen. This allows you to jot things down like you would in a typical meeting. But the cool part is that tapping on the handwritten notes later will take you to that point in the recording, the time at which you took the note. This is very helpful for reviewing the meeting after the fact. Of course, we're in the age of AI, so you can summarize the recording after the fact with the AI button at the top of the page. It will provide a brief summary of the meeting or lecture at the top of the screen, which is a nice touch. You can even export that summary along with the meeting transcription as a PDF. Within the Notes app, there are different ways to organize your notes. For one thing, you can set up various folders and manually move notes between those folders. You can also add tags to notes, which allows you to assign essentially a keyword to your note. It would be useful if you could have several notes on the same topic, for example. Simply tapping that tag in the notes area will bring up all related notes. Some notes can be flagged as well. These are probably your most important notes. It works the same way as a tag, for example. You can view all your flagged notes in one easy list. Finally, there is also the option to encrypt notes to be password protected. That's great for those birthdays or Christmas gifting lists you're making or all your million-dollar ideas. If all else fails, you can use the global search to find the note you've been working on. Thanks to the optical character recognition, all your handwritten notes become indexed for searching later. The AINOTE Air 2 also features a calendar and to-do system. If you go to the Schedule tab, you'll see a calendar. You can add things to your calendar with a few taps, starting with the New Schedule button. There are also day, week, and month calendar views. One thing I noticed is that when you create a new event, it just makes it an all-day event, meaning you'll later need to go in and assign a specific time to it, which adds an extra step. Below the calendar, you'll find the to-do list. The to-do list is organized precisely how you might expect, in a standard list format. However, you can set deadlines on your to-dos and then sort between tasks due today in the Today Hub, anytime in the Inbox tab, and completed in the Completed tab. Across the interface of the AINOTE Air 2, you'll notice that as you add items or calendar events with the pen, they automatically convert to computer text, which I think works well for these areas. While handwritten text in the notes section is excellent, the computer text provides a cleaner look and feel in your calendar and to-do list. Focus Star is another section similar to a to-do list, except it will include items from your notes. Using the stylus's Smart Pen function, you can hold down the side button and draw a little star beside any item in your notes. This will tell the tablet to automatically add that item to your Focus Star section in your schedule. That's a valuable function for sure. The main issue with the schedule options is the inability to sync with a calendar service, such as those from Google, Apple, or Microsoft. All the calendar items you create will live on the tablet. Alternatively, you can't pull in any outside calendar events you made on your computer or your phone, and so on. From there, you also have a reading tab. The reading section contains your bookshelf, which contains all your documents, books, and other items stored locally. There's a bookstore as well, but at this point, it only contains public works books from many decades ago. It doesn't seem that iFLYTEK is running a bookstore with any of the latest titles, at least not yet. The Office Center allows you to open and, in some cases, edit documents in formats such as Word, PowerPoint, and Excel. While I'm not personally interested in using this device for that, you might be. Another nice feature of the Reading tab is accessing your cloud storage from Microsoft OneDrive. Thus, you can pull down any documents you have there and open them for reading reading as well. You have certain annotation options when you're reading a PDF or ebook. Within ebooks, you can highlight sentences or paragraphs. Within PDFs, you can annotate or write freehand notes. Plus, you have a notepad that you can take more extensive notes in, which is always attached to the PDF you're reading. It's an overall thoughtful approach which provides options for people. As far as importing books and files goes, there's an easy Wi-Fi import option that I quite like. Through a local host connection, you can import documents using your browser on your computer directly to the bookshelf on your device. It's a drag and drop interface and it worked super well when I used it. You can import files in different formats for reading, such as PDF, EPUB, TXT, MOBI, and AZW. Throughout the reading and note-taking interfaces, you can leverage the Smart Pen feature, which is the side button on the pen. You just have to hold the side button down and use the pen to activate the Smart Pen features. For example, you can circle a word or phrase and get several options, such as to highlight the text, copy it, or use AI search to understand it. As I mentioned earlier, if you draw a star in Notes, it creates a focus star in your task list. The AINOTE Air 2 has a few other tricks up its sleeve, which I haven't mentioned yet. For one, you have access to your email. From the email tab, you can check your email, read your emails, and even compose or reply to email. You have the options to use the Smart Pen to write your emails by hand, and then your writing will get converted to computer text. The other quite handy feature in a professional setting is the scanning function. Simply hit the scan button and then hold the tablet over the document, and then press capture. From there, you can save it to your files and annotate it and so on. Beyond that, you will find that there are a few other apps that have been made available for the device. Notable ones include the Kindle app for your Amazon ebooks and the Libby app, which allows you to download and read library books. Naturally, these apps make a good option on the e-ink display. It's not clear if iFLYTEK is going to make more apps available, but they have provided several software updates since launching the AINOTE Air 2, so it's clear that they are committed to improving the experience. One last thing that's worth noting is the previously hinted at AI chat, which is accessible from the quick bar. This AI chat interface is exactly what you're used to with ChatGPT and other chatbots. In fact, under the hood, you're getting free access to GPT-4o for any kind of questions or conversations you might want to have. You can use the Smart Pen to write in your questions and ask follow-up questions as necessary. Plus, you get a saved history of your chats in the left-hand menu. This is the perfect type of thing to have on a focused e-ink tablet, in my opinion. I find that if, for example, there was a web browser, it would be both a distracting, overly complex workflow for this type of device, and it would provide a subpar experience. The point of this type of tablet is to give you a focused use case, but I like the concept of being able to get answers to your questions as you're working without having to jump to a computer. So this is a nice feature. So here are my overall thoughts on the AINOTE Air 2 by iFLYTEK. I think it's a really solid all-around e-ink tablet which provides several positive factors, including a quality high-resolution display and a paper-like writing experience. The note-taking functionality is quite comprehensive with lots of features and a pleasant writing experience with the comfortable Smart Pen. The recording and transcription options are quite reliable. I think it would be really valuable for students in university, for example, who could record lectures and get the transcript and summary all together. The calendar and task management functions are quite good as well, even though you can't sync with external calendars. And the reading experience is comparable to other options on the market. Being an e-ink tablet means you're going to get days or even weeks on a single charge, so that's a big advantage to traditional electronic gadgets. And I really believe in a focused approach to your work or studying, which is why I prefer a device like this. It essentially provides you with the functionality you need to get things done without being too overbearing or complicated. Pricing for the AINOTE Air 2 is about what you would expect for this type of product. Most premium e-ink tablets are in the $500 to $700 range, with some even higher. The AINOTE Air 2 comes in at $529 USD. So it's definitely an investment, but for the professional or for the student, I think you'd get a lot of value. What are your thoughts on the AINOTE Air 2? How do you think it compares to other options on the market? Also, have you considered buying an e-ink tablet? Let me know what you think in the comments. If you want to find out more about the AINOTE Air 2, check out the link to the product in the description. I don't get any affiliate revenue, and this has been my honest review of the product. but overall, it's a solid entry in the e-ink tablet category. If you want to get more tech reviews, consider subscribing to my channel. I post new reviews and product videos regularly, so it would mean a ton to me if you subscribed. And if you enjoyed this particular video or found it helpful, it goes a long way if you click that like button. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.